One question that I'm always asked about every day and each day.
Are you a direct lender?
Or
Are you a broker?
should you go to a lender or a broker? You see, you should compare it to booking a flight, okay? You can either go directly to American Airlines or you can use one of those booking websites like booking.com or Google or Expedia, Travelocity, whichever. But, there are pros and cons choosing between a broker and a lender. And not knowing the difference could cost you boatloads of money and time. Actually, you may lose your pants, literally. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly if and when you should approach either a broker or a lender. Let's dive in. Do you need help with your business finding a lender or a broker? Would funding make a difference for your business? Imagine if in 5 minutes you can apply for funding and get exposed to 85 direct lenders and actually get funded. Just go to Zoryn.com. Also, I put a link down for you below. It's a 5-minute application for funding. Let's go back to that example of either American Airlines or Booking.com. Pro number one with a broker is that you have options, and you have many options for the same thing. So if you need a loan, you'll get option A, B, C, and D for that same exact loan. Pro number two, flexibility. You see, a broker understands the guidelines across the industry. Just because one lender says no to your loan, that doesn't mean that there are not 5 other lenders who actually love your loan. Flexibility is key for your sake, actually, for you to get and to make the best business decision for your business. The takeaway is that brokers are often able to save deals that are turned down by one particular lender. Pro number 3. You see, a broker pre-underwrites for you. He takes your file, he or she, okay? And then he does the pre-underwriting. And then after that, goes into the negotiations. So you have your file ready to go to various lenders. So you have one person on your behalf negotiating for you with several different lenders all at once. This is super efficient. Pro number 4, speed. You see, when you have a broker that goes to different lenders really fast, you burn through all your different opportunities at once. And at once you can see what all your opportunities. That saves you a lot of time. There is one say that says, time kills all deals. And time kills all of us too, right? This is crucial, especially in a market like real estate. If you do not act fast and with the proper numbers, your kill will be dead. Now, let's go to the cons, the disadvantages, right? When you hire a broker, there are broker fees. Sometimes the lender will take care of those fees and pay the broker directly. And sometimes you will be billed by the broker after you get funded. As an example, in real estate, the going rate is 2% on when you get a deal funded. And actually, you'll find some funds, they are entirely dependent on brokers. They only hire brokers for the deal flow. So you cannot go to them directly. So the takeaway is that look at the broker fees as a tip. Just like when you go to a restaurant, right? Just make sure that this tip is not too high. Meaning that make sure that the fees that are asked by the broker are reasonable. Con number 2. And this is the important one. Upfront fees. Sometimes brokers will charge you upfront fees. At the same time, there is a stark difference between upfront fees and upfront fees. You see, some upfront fees are justifiable. It's like when you go to the bank and for a mortgage, there are upfront fees like for the appraisal, for bank fees, etc. Yes, there are justifiable upfront fees, right? The type that I'm referring to is the retainer type of fees, meaning that brokers or lenders who will charge you an upfront fees just for their service before even anything. Now, again, sometimes that's justifiable as well, meaning that you have some, as an example, very specialized deal that require a very specialized expertise, and they will charge you an upfront fee. Yes, that happens and very justifiable. And also, upfront fees in those situations is a mean to guarantee that both parties are engaged in the transaction, because when a borrower doesn't have to pay anything for a service, sometimes they are disengaged and they shop around and they waste the brokers or the lender's time. So yes, that happens. But, that is the big but. When you say upfront fees for a retainer, this is where fraudsters thrive. This becomes the sea of fraudsters as well. So, as an example, some brokers are just in the business of charging upfront fees to you to fund your business, and then it never gets funded. So those guys, the more customers they get to apply for funding, the more upfront fees they get, and that's their entire business. And you'll find lenders like that as well. So this is where to make a stark difference, to pay attention and to make your due diligence in order to see if those upfront fees are really justifiable. So the takeaway, when you hire either a direct lender or a broker, try to hire one that charge only justifiable fees, not a retainer. And then if the retainer comes, make sure that you do your due diligence. If you like this video, you will love this one.